Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In the series of video, we are going to see about Module 5 question bank with solution set 2 of RM-I56 research methodology and intellectual property rights. Come, let's go into the video. List of important forms related to industrial design with fee structure. So there are different forms under industrial design for registration and other purposes. So these are the different forms available, and each form has its own cost. Whether you're going to start a small entity, large entity, or it is just a person who is registering for the industrial design, everything based on that fees will be structured. So you have to write this completely. Summarize the grounds for cancellation of registered design and what steps are involved in this process. So for cancellation of registered design, even if the design is already registered, the owner has all the rights to withdraw the registration. If it is published in India or anywhere else before the date of registration, then also there is a high chance of cancelling the registration. Or the other way, it can be cancelled that it is not original and it is not creative. And it also can be cancelled because the design that is registered doesn't comes under section 2, so it can be cancelled. So these are some of the reasons you can cancel, and what steps are involved in this process is you have to after submitting, it is going for examination. If examination passes, it is published and granted. If suppose examination is not passed, then cancellation of registered design happens. Classify the types of industrial design and analyze the trend of design registration. So this is the trend of design registration in India from 2010 to 2020. You can see how many people have registered, how many industrial design is being examined, and how many have been filed. So this is the trend. This graph you have to draw, and the types of industrial design, you have 32 classes in industrial design, and these 32 classes will have 237 subclass, and it is in two languages. One is English and French. So what class 1, class 9 and 32, these are the important classes that we may see in the industrial design. So the class 1 deals with all the foodstuffs required for human beings. Class 9 represents the small materials like pots, flask, or small toys, all those. Class 32 is for symbols, logos. You come up with some trademark logos, all those. Classify the acts, laws and rules govern geographical indication and what rights are granted to GI holder. So geographical indication is nothing but when we patent or submit a industrial design, we also see the geographical indication. Say for example, if a plant has to be grown and you're going to patent or take a design of that plant on your own, then you have to take a survey whether the plant grows in a very cold climate or the medium climate, can it withstand the sun, all those. So based on the geographical indication also, you may have to check and submit your industrial designs, patent, trademarks, whatever it is. So here in India, GI was introduced in 2023, and you had Geographical Indication of Goods Act in 1999. So this is the act and laws related to GI, and GI owners have all the rights to have the license and give the license to the to other people, that is like to give a lease. So right to sue, right to exploit, right to get reliefs. These are the some of the rights that is being granted for the GI holders. So you have to write in brief what is right to sue, right to exploit, right to get reliefs. Demonstrate examples of registered GI in India and discuss the significance of identifying and protecting these identification. So these are the different registered GIs in India, based on types and GI and which state it has been registered, and you have to identify all these, and we ensure that the protection period is stayed as per the rules and acts. Yes. Moving on to the next question, summarize the procedure for GI registration, including the required documents and role of collective or certification marks. So for GI registration, there is a flowchart which I'll be explaining. And when you see about the role of collective or certification marks, this collective or certification marks is done because you have to certify the product has all the standards, specific quality standards mentioned by the acts or laws or the eligibility criteria. And this collective marks will be owned by the judiciary, that is the association, where they have to agree the standards if it meets the standards. So it is forming an association to ensure that the standards are met. And these are the required documents when you're submitting or filing your industrial design. So details about the applicant's name, address particulars, application form, under what class 1 or class 2 or class 9 or class 39, under which class of goods it comes from, what is the characteristic of geographical indication you're submitting. All these are the some of the required documents you need to produce when you're submitting your GI. And this is the flow diagram of registration for GI. You have to draw this and completely explain what is the procedure. First, you are going to file the application. After filing, an acknowledgement will be sent by the registrar. Then it takes into the examination. So this is how the flow comes. You have to draw this flow and explain in detail. Please be stay tuned for more information. Thank you.